What's up, guys? It's Dragonfly Mike 77. Today I'm going to be doing a tobacco review. I'm doing, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Yeah. I'm doing Haze Mint Fiesta. Now, as most of my viewers know, I'm just not a big mint fan. So I really wasn't sure what to expect from Mint Fiesta. I was talking to a couple reviewers about it, and we were thinking, you know, just because Haze is located in Texas, we were thinking if it's a Mint Fiesta, it's probably going to be a combination of mints, obviously, meaning Fiesta, party. And we thought maybe there was going to be a little Texas kick to it, so I thought something like cinnamon may be in it. So I really wasn't sure what to expect. I had my theories about it, but we just weren't sure. And I'll take a vote for you guys. For me, this is holy crap strong for me. It's gotten stronger as it's been open longer. The first couple times I smoked it, I didn't think it was nearly this strong. As I said, as it began to sit out, I actually started to notice that it was getting stronger. And I'm just not, I don't really order mints, so I'm not used to having it around. When I smell this, if I had my face in there, it actually burns my eyes a little bit. Like that's how strong I feel it ended up getting. And I mean, yeah, if I sit there, my eyes will tear up from it. Now, I didn't really know how to take that because I didn't notice that at first. That was something I kind of noticed in the last week. Let me take another poke for you guys. This absolutely, I mean, when I breathe in, it's like Vicks Vapor Rub. Not that type of scent, but it just really opens up my airways. It's ice cold to me. I mean, this is minty. And when it comes to the different types of mints, it reminds me of, now, stay with me on this. I used to chew a lot of Skull spearmint, and although, I mean, I don't get that tobacco skull taste from it, but I recognize spearmint in this. It's something that, you know, I chewed for a good 2 years, so I picked up the flavor pretty quickly in this. Now, it also reminded me of kind of like a peppermint, too. I kind of get this, not exactly candy cane-ish like flavor. I get kind of just a peppermint, but then there's just these spicy notes to it, and I was trying to figure out what it reminded me of. It was sitting there in my head. I feel like I had tasted this before somewhere. Take a poke for you guys. Yeah, I mean, this really does open my airways up, but it reminds me of Christmas time gumdrops, and that started to make me think, and I actually picked up on that tonight as I was smoking it. That's what it reminds me of, and it's like a spearmint peppermint gumdrop from like the gumdrop trees that you see around Christmas, and that made me think, I don't know why, but since Fiesta is a Spanish word, I started thinking Feliz Navidad, which, you know, is Spanish for basically Merry Christmas. And, you know, Mint Fiesta, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I could be reaching, but it kind of has that, like, spicy gumdrop minty aspect to it, and it makes it real unique. It's not like Nizo Mint, because that's just mint. It's not like Lament or Mimon. You know what I'm trying to say. It's not like that. It has no lemon aspect to it. It's just a bunch of mints thrown together, and it reminds me of Christmas time gumdrops from a gumdrop tree. That's about 10 times stronger, in my opinion. I know Uncle Bang Hugenstein said that it wasn't as strong enough for him. This is probably the first time where I felt like we were on like polar opposites, because I think this is wicked strong. Now again, this is coming from somebody that doesn't really smoke mint, so if people say cane mint is strong, if you've had cane mint and still say cane mint is stronger than mint Fiesta, I don't know if I could handle it, because I mean this is really strong. I do have 3 coals on there, but I noticed that I don't hover this. I don't sit there and hit it one after the other, because it just... it's a huge rush for me when it comes to the sensation that I get from it. Is just ice cold to me, and I will say I don't know if I'm correct on the flavors. I feel like I'm pretty close to that, and I'm kind of proud of myself for that, because I don't have a lot of experience with mint. Now, I could be way off, but I really do feel like the 3 main mints in it are spearmint, peppermint, and like a winter fresh. The reason I say the winter fresh is because it is fresh. I mean, this is cooling. It really opens the airways up if you're not a mint smoker. Even if you are a mint smoker, I can't imagine how this wouldn't. Because of that, I'm not really sure how to rate this. I don't know if it's a thumbs up, I don't know if it's in the middle, and I don't know if it's a thumbs down either, because it's very interesting for me. I've never really smoked a mint. I've never really smoked anything that was like this, so I just don't have a lot of experience with it. It's very interesting. I think the sensation is pretty cool. It really reminds me of being in a warm apartment and then stepping outside and having it be like 3 below or something. That's what I feel like when I hit this. So, I mean, that's an interesting sensation for me. As I said, I'm unaware of how to do this. I guess I'm going to put it in the middle, because it is something that it's very intriguing for me. It's very curious, since I've never really smoked anything like this. As I said, I'm a very curious type of person, and it kind of sparks up my interest a little. I don't really necessarily enjoy the actual flavor itself. I kind of enjoy the sensation that I get from it, because it is, I mean, it's ice cold. Take another poke for you guys. Every time I hit it, I can feel my eyes just get huge, because it's something that just throws me off so much that it's just interesting to me. If you are a mint fan, as I said, I don't have a lot of experience with mint, but from my perspective, I think this is wicked strong. If you want a strong, unique mint that has a nice, curious, cooling sensation to it, Mint Fiesta it's a party of cooliness. It's a party of freshness, really. It really is. I really don't know what else to add to the flavor, because it does confuse me a great deal, and I do like that. It's very intriguing. It's just something very different. Now, I also said that I was going to be giving traveling tips, and I know this review is probably a lot longer than I would like it to, but now I'm just going to talk about when you're packing tobacco and you want to bring it with you. 1, don't bring like multiple kilos. Just keep it around about 1 kilo. Even if you're traveling on a long trip, pack accordingly. If you're going on a long trip, pack things more like Tangiers, because Tangiers, a little bit can go a long way. So you don't need to bring a lot. But when it comes to the actual packing method, don't leave it in the cans. That's not efficient, especially if you're traveling a long distance. If you're taking like a 2-3 day trip, the cans will be fine. But if you're leaving for a week or so, cans are bulky, packaging is bulky, Tupperware is bulky. The way I recommend doing it is getting plastic bags and tape, and kind of doing it like this. Also, what's pretty important is make sure that you label it, and I need to do this on a couple of them. Write tobacco on it. If you're going through customs, if anything like that, rather than leaving, even though you could lie about it, it still is good to label things on what they are. The fact that it says tobacco may help out a little during customs. You still may get questioned, just because if you have a hookah in, it could look a little shady. But this is how I recommend doing it. You know, by doing this, I know it's not going to leak. I know this is Zagool, so there isn't a lot of juice to flow out, if any. But still, plastic bag and then tape it. The second most important thing to do is when you package things like this, they're not easy to open. That's a good thing. It's also a bad thing because when you leave, what are you going to do? Make sure that you always bring extra plastic bags with you, because it's not just about getting there, it's also about getting back efficiently. So however you pack it, if you use little plastic bags and tape like this, make sure that you bring tape and plastic bags with you as well. So when you're leaving, you can package it up nice and neatly, and you can label it again. And even though there will be less, maybe you won't have any left. If you do have anything left, it's still a very efficient way of traveling. I'm going to take one more poke for you guys, because this is very interesting to me. It does. It just really opens the airways up for me, like hardcore. This is something I probably would smoke if I had a sore throat or if I had a stuffed up nose or something. Smoked mint Fiesta. It's going to open the airways up, definitely. With that, I think that's all I got. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, guys, peace out.